I won the Woman We Admire Award. I won Best Real Estate Company with Miami. It was a wow year. And then
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
So, Mazi, I want to expand a little bit more because in this broadcast, a lot of people want to become an entrepreneur. They are in these corporate jobs, and they have that fear. They have that fear that, well, if I leave my well-paid corporate job, which is everything safe, and I make a lot of money, and then but still, they're not happy. They are not happy without knowing that one day you're gonna arrive to the office and they're gonna tell you, we don't need you anymore. And that day you will realize that this big house and this amazing car, it can all vanish very quickly, because being in corporate, what it means is that you have to be very, very good at one thing, which is your job description. However, when you are an entrepreneur, completely different ball game. Now you need to start to learn very little things about everything. Look at you. You said that you go out and network and make over 1,500 people. This is very impressive. You see, so now you need to learn about tax. You need to learn about become a leader. You need to learn about be the community. You need to become a network, and you have to become this, and this. So, how difficult was this transition? Where, and in corporate, you always hear the people, well, this is not my job. Okay. When it's your business, you cannot say this is not my job. Everything is your job. So how you navigate this? How was it? Was difficult the change it, become an entrepreneur? It was not as easy as you thought, or you were so determined to do whatever it takes, because at the end of the day, you're working for you. So you design the life in the way you want it. You go on holiday wherever you want. You do the deals whatever you want. If you don't like someone, you don't do business with it, and that's the end of it. You don't need to cope with anyone that you don't like. Because, like I said, I'm on the stage in my life that I only talk with people that I like. I only do business with people that I like. If I don't like you, I don't talk to you. Do you understand what I mean? And it's a very peaceful life to be, finally, when you can control your own destiny. But how was that transition? And tell us if it had been really worth it, or you didn't know that you need to work way more to become an entrepreneur until you make it work. Because when you make it work, it changes.
Beautiful.
So tell us about this transition, and what words of encouragement you have for people that want to do the transition from corporate to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I want to say, whoever is listening, the number one thing to get over is fear. That's the number one thing. But I'm not going to say I wasn't fearful. Of course I was. Everyone's fearful to make a step and not have a salary and just go all out there. But I thought to myself, I know who I am. I know what I can do. I know the value I can bring to what I want to do. I knew exactly what was required for a real estate, in my field, for a real estate to succeed. You have to know who you are, be confident in the service that you provide. And no matter what, when you're working towards something, you're going to be successful. If you're working for something, you're going to be successful. So the fear thing coming over it was scary. Of course, I'm not going to deny it, but I did take that leap, and I trusted myself and knowing my value, my capabilities, and that overcame me.
How you become the fear? Because I know I've been there. Like, sometimes you started your business, and sometimes you see the people, sometimes the people around also, oh, you're crazy. You leave your job, sometimes the family as well. Yeah.
I still get people today. We all have haters. I still get people today in my office telling me, like, what are you going to do? There's a lot of title companies. There's this, there's that. People go here, da, da, da. Realtors are flaky. Realtors are this and that, putting fear in me about what's going to happen. I said, Honey, if I worry
How
about that,
how you deal with this? How you deal with
oh,
this? Because
let me tell
sometimes
you, I told
it's
them to
very
their
toxic.
face.
Sometimes, yeah, very
I
toxic.
told them to
And
their
they
face.
are everywhere. They are in your family. They are in your group of friends. They
Everywhere.
are friends of friends. They are everywhere. And sometimes it's difficult because at the end of the day we are facing. Well, nobody knows is that we can handle 90% more pressure than everybody out there. So when a
Well,
comment
in the
comes like
beginning,
this, is hard to deal with, right?
absolutely. In the beginning, when I would hear that, that's totally like, oh my God, it would be so stressful. It would be stressful. You couldn't sleep all night. You would be double checking yourself, overthinking, whatever. Now, because, I'm in a different position now after 8 years, right? Now I just tell them to their face, honey, I can't worry about that. I have so many other things as an entrepreneur to worry about. That's the last thing I'm going to worry about, whether what's this, what's that. I only can put forth and control what I can do. And if relationships that I've built want to go somewhere else, I doubt it. But if they do, that's up to them. People can go. I have to be fluid. People have to be fluid, and I never want to ever prevent anyone from making money. I'm a very goal money making person. If we're going to get together, we're going to make money 100%. If people meet me, especially
Wow,
this year,
wow.
yes, if
That's
people
a
meet me,
great way to behave. Yeah, very good.
yes, because it's like if we're going to partner, I'm going all in. We're going to partner. And there's no way of wasting time of what we want to do of making money, especially this year. I'm like really gun ho on speaking greatness over people, especially I motivate these realtors because without them on the ground who feed the market, I have a deep respect for them. They feed the market, and in turn, everybody gets rewards for what they do. They're beasts. So you're
There are
damn right.
a lot of projects in Britain now going on. I was there the other
Yeah,
day. I saw the landscape. Oh my God, it's a lot of growth. It's a
growth,
lot of action.
opportunity,
Absolutely, yeah.
a growth opportunity, not just in Miami, but the state of Florida in a general. I travel everywhere. I was in London and everything, as you know, and everybody's talking about Miami, Florida, but for so many reasons, and everybody talks about the same reasons. But main one right now that we're building is this form of lifestyle, with a lifestyle that we can just live, breathe, enjoy. It's very important. So I really try to focus on what I can control, how I can give back to others, and what I do, and excel at my job. Because if I excel at my job, everything just flows fluidly.
I can tell you for us that live in United Kingdom in London, this concept to be on holiday the whole year, which is stay in summer in London, then when it's cold there, being in South Florida, and Florida is an amazing way to live your life. And if you're an entrepreneur, this is something that is a very good way to be on summer all the time. And
Yeah,
also, Mansi, want to speak or to talk about the other topic as well, which is the areas of women recognition have been you have been nominated for the Red Awards, which is one of the most prestigious awards here in the United States. The ceremony has been done in New York and in Miami several times, and is one of the greatest recognition that happens in this country for people involved in property. So tell us a little bit more about this nomination and at the end of the day, how you feel that is really because we worked so hard when we started, yeah, and sometimes that somebody say, "Hey, you did well." You see, is the level of fulfillment, the level of joy that this little gesture can do to your life can even go and grow even 10 times faster because if we don't recognize ourselves, nobody's going to do it for us. And again, we take way more pressure. We take 80%, 90% more pressure everybody out there that have a job, and this is the truth. Sorry to break it down, but this is the truth. Entrepreneurs, we are number one. We are the most risk. Yeah, they go here in London. They give the mortgage to my employees easier than to me. They said that I am the risk. I say, how come I'm the risk? I am the owner of the whole business. Oh no, you're a big risk to your employees. Yes, we get mortgage. So the entrepreneurs, we are like the highest risk when it comes to the finance. At the end of the day, we have to, if something goes wrong, we this asshole had to pay for the losses. We generate jobs, we improve the economy, the money and the development, and this whole big brick development that is going on now, it cannot exist if you guys were not there, saving the market, because it's a big operation. A lot of buildings get developed, so a lot of structure has to be there, and you need infrastructure to set the market in all the aspects. Otherwise, this growth won't be possible so fast. Why do you think? How important do you think that entrepreneurs get recognized, property entrepreneurs get recognized, and even women get recognized in the property sector?
Well, for me personally, I think it's so important to get recognized. I've been so fortunate this last couple of 2 years. First, rarely do escrow and title companies get recognized for their achievements. It's such an integral part of real estate transaction. No one can get to the finish line at closing day without an escrow and title company. You need us. You need me, and a good one at that. You want to make sure that your transaction is what I call right and tight, So to be recognized, I'm just, it shows the fruits of my labor and all the hard work, and to be validated in front of a room with top professionals in what we do in the real estate community. It's inspiring, and it's just like, hey, I'm here, and I'm alongside them. These are my colleagues now. We're on the same level, and it's a totally, just a great moment for me, my family, and my colleagues. Everyone that I work with is so happy for me. Everybody is rooting for me. It's such a wonderful feeling of getting all the feedback and messages and emails and texts of all the love that I received for my win. It's just been incredible. And this is one of many. We actually are recognized. I won the Woman We Admire Award. I won Best Real Estate Company with Miami as well, Miami New Times, and several other awards that we just wrapped up in 2024. And it was a wow year. And then January 2025 was pow, here you go, Marcy. Escrow and Title Company of the Year. It's pretty huge accomplishment of recognition and of all my efforts, and I'm so grateful.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.